Hey everybody, what's going on? So today in this video we are going to talk about four brand new baits and one brand new color that I'm super excited to show you guys. So we will go ahead and get into the color first. So it's not really a plastic color, but it actually is a flake color. And if you look at this, this is a green pumpkin white flake. That is what it looks like there. Hopefully the lighting with my camera will show it good. Go ahead and hold it closer to the camera where you guys can see it pretty good. This is the 8-inch slammer worm right here. Awesome worm. Everybody that has ever bought these things have loved them so far. But I decided, since I have the 8-inch and I also have the 10-inch, why not make a smaller version? And that is what I have done. I've made the 6-inch slammer worm. This thing is awesome. Now, I have not had a whole lot of good opportunities to catch anything on it. I've had a few bites in my pond, but I'm more looking forward to going to a pond with my uncle and my cousin, hopefully this weekend. And I'm super jacked up excited about throwing this thing because I've done some awesome work with the 8-inch at this pond, and have even helped my uncle catch a big old 4.5 pounder on the 10-inch. Now, I personally, to be 100% honest with you, I personally have not caught anything on the 10-inch slammer worm. I've had a lot of fish on. I've had a lot of fish biting it. I actually had a fish one time run up on the bank trying to eat it. I just never could hook up and never could actually get him in. But my uncle has. He's caught, I think, 2 fish on the 10-inch. And another person that I've sold them to has also caught some fish on them as well. But this right here is the new 6-inch version. So you can see 6-inch compared to the 8-inch. There is quite a little bit of difference in length. But everybody who has bought these from me has always said that they're bigger, they're thicker. It's a big, thick, bulky bait. And I wanted a shorter, more compact, but still thick and bulky profile. And I think that this thing right here is going to be awesome. Now, a good buddy of mine here on YouTube, The Enthusiastic Fisherman, gave me an awesome shout out in one of his latest videos, talking about the baits that I sent him when he won the Docks Lure Company annual tournament. Now, the next tournament won't be until next year, but I'm super excited to do another one later on in the upcoming year. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away, when I do another tournament, I think I'm going to give away probably maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 6 or 7 packages of baits to the winner. I think that'll be really awesome. But that's long ways in the future. We're talking about right now. And right now, this thing right here is what I have in my hand, and I'm super excited. It's honestly hard to say what kind of baits I'll have out in the next however long it takes me to do another tournament. I'm not really wanting to do a tournament right now. Mainly, the main reason is because kind of more focusing on getting ready for deer season and stuff like that. And also, the winter is coming up pretty soon, and a lot of people won't be able to go out fishing. So I'm just going to kind of wait until next year at some point. But yeah, the 8-inch, 10-inch, and now the brand new 6-inch version. The 6-inch version right here, you can see it right here. They come 10 in a pack for $4. It's an awesome bait. The 6-inch, or the 8-inch, that is the 6-inch I just showed you. The 8-inch slammer worm right here comes 8 in a pack for $4. Awesome bait. So we got another couple baits here. Now, one of them I've already made a video on, but I thought, why not make another video on it? Just because, why not? These are all brand new baits that I've come out with. The 8-inch slammer worm isn't, but I wanted to bring the 8-inch over here so you guys can see it. But this right here is the Docks Lure Company Boomstick. Now, this color here is black, blue, silver. And if you guys do follow me on Facebook, you would have seen the first fish I ever caught on this bait. I was throwing it on a 7/0 swim bait hook with a 1/2 ounce belly weight. And that is actually one of my favorite ways to fish a big worm, like a stick bait like this or a slammer worm, is on a big swim bait hook. And basically how I fish it is sort of like you would a Texas rig or a Carolina rig. I just kind of drag it very slowly on the bottom. And I catch a lot of fish doing it. But I was throwing one of these in green pumpkin magic on that 7/0 swim bait hook, just kind of dropping it off the ledge. When I dropped it off the ledge, it never stopped falling. It just kept moving. And when I reeled back up to it and I felt it, it was a bite, slammed the hook into him, and it was a 4-pound, 6-ounce bass. Great big fish, fought like crazy, and that thing annihilated this bait. And something else that the old basser, he made a video. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, make sure you do. Now, I'm doing these shout outs, but I probably won't have a link in the description, and I do apologize for that. When I wake up and do these videos and post them, I am tired. And it's usually probably around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's even earlier than that. Sometimes it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm so tired at that time that I just forget and go on without my day and forget about it. So I do apologize if I do forget the links in the description. But he made a video talking about the next bait. He actually used the next bait that I'm going to show you here in his video, and he caught 2 fish. And he said that the durability is really good, and that's something I love about these baits, is the durability is awesome. I've caught a bunch of fish on different baits. I've caught a bunch of fish on 8-inch slammer worms. One day I caught 2 fish around 4 pounds and a bunch like 2.5 to 1.5 pounders on the same worm. I actually only used 2 slammer worms that whole day, and I caught probably 6 or 7 fish, I think, and a bunch of them were missed and lost. So they got some really good toughness to them. But this right here is the 3.5 Gunner, or the Gunner 3.5, however you want to say it. This is an awesome little swim bait, and what I like about this swim bait compared to my 4-inch and 2-inch and 6-inch swim bait is it has a lot harder thump. If you guys have ever used the other ones, the 4-inch, 6-inch, or the 2-inch, which I'm the only person to have ever used the 6-inch. 6-inch is an awesome bait if you're trying to catch some big ones. But if you've ever used those, they have more of a finesse, kind of a rolling kick. This one here, there is nothing finesse about this tail thump. This thing has a super wide, hard kick. I use it on my medium action white, Shakespeare excursion rod, I think is what it's called. And I use that with my Cast King Speed Demon. It's supposedly the world's fastest bait casting reel. And I use that, and man, you can feel the thump through that rod. And I'm using 12-pound mono most of the time. If I'm not using 12, I'll upgrade to my other rod, which has 20. And I don't normally throw swim baits on braid, but I can only imagine how hard the thump would be on braid. But this thing is awesome. This color here is black, blue, silver. I love that color, and I love that swim bait. That swim bait is awesome. If you guys follow me on Facebook, you would have seen that I did when me and my mom went out fishing. I think it was last weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend. She caught one on the 2-inch swim bait, and I was able to get one on this right here. Not this color. I was actually using the ice color, but she was able to catch one on the 2-inch in clear, or crystal shad, sorry. The next bait is a bait that I'm really excited about. I think this is a really good bait. I've made a video already on this bait. Some of you guys may have seen it. It was a pretty decent video, and that is the Wrangler Worm. So basically what the Wrangler Worm is it's a 7-inch ribbon tail, but the difference is the body has different types of ribbing than I've ever seen on any other bait. And another thing is the tail doesn't have a really long taper into the ribbon. It is a very straight off from right there into the ribbon tail. That's something that I've noticed that I don't really care for in other baits. I've used other companies' baits before I started making my own, and I didn't really care for ribbon tail worms until I started using this one. I started making it and I started using it. This color here is called green pumpkin. I got some red, blue, and silver flake, I think, in there. Yeah, some blue and silver. But yeah, that color right there and that bait is awesome. I love this thing. My uncle took it. One day we were out fishing a couple weeks ago. This was back when I first debuted this. Actually, at the time, it wasn't even debuted. It was a prototype. And I gave him a few of them, and he caught, I think, 4 fish on that bait. And he used a couple different colors, and he likes them as well. He's actually going to get some off of me here pretty soon in a purplish color. It's not a color that's come out yet, but it's a prototype color. So, really excited about this bait. This is an awesome bait. I think if you take this and put it on a normal Texas rig with a maybe 3/0 hook, you cast it out there, you reel it slowly on the bottom, it looks awesome. Another thing that I've done with this is put it on the back of a buzzbait. A lot of people don't think of putting certain things on buzzbaits. I am a little bit crazy in the head sometimes, and just like, you know what's the worst that can happen? I'll try it. So I took a buzzbait and I put one of these on it. It was a white one. I chucked it out there in my pond a few times, and it looks really awesome. And I actually had 2 bluegill and a small bass blow up on it, which was really surprising considering I absolutely hate throwing buzzbaits and I almost never catch anything on them. But I actually had a couple blow-ups. Now, I didn't catch anything, obviously, but it was pretty awesome to see them blow up. And what was really weird was when the bluegill would blow up on it. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you do wish to purchase any of these baits, let me know down in the comments. I'll send you the email address where you can PayPal me the money. Like I said with the Wrangler Worms, this one here, 10 in a pack for $4. This one here, 8 in a pack for $4. These 3.5 gunners are 8 in a pack for $4. The ribbon tail are 12 in a pack for $4. And the boomsticks right here are 10 in a pack for $4. So, if you do wish to purchase any of these, let me know. I got a ton of colors: green pumpkin, black. I got root beer. Chartreuse is not available anymore because the coloring that I use, it doesn't want to work sometimes, and I just decided to discontinue that color. So if you do have any of those baits, I know I sent the Enthusiastic Fisherman some. Those are pretty much the last baits in that color. I don't make that color anymore because the coloring is very inconsistent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so I basically just chucked that out the window. Not literally, because that would be littering, but you know what I mean. But black and blue, black, blue, silver, black or green pumpkin with silver and blue flake and red flake is probably my 2 favorite colors. Another color that is one of my favorites is the root beer. Those are my personal favorites. For the swim bait, I like the white or the green pumpkin magic. You can imitate bluegill and shad with those 2 colors. And with these big worms, like this one here is not really big because it's only 6 inches. But with these worms here, I like either a natural color or a dark color. Something either black and blue, black, blue, silver is a very popular color. I'm going to experiment a little bit with this white flake. I'm really excited to see how that looks on a black, blue bait like this. I'm pretty excited to see that. So, thank you guys for watching once again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and comment down below if you do wish to buy any of these baits. And, yeah, bye.